just amazing Prince images before Prince was even conscious of how he should pose.
I like the non-smile in the wall, music wall. That's my favourite. That's the only stand out. All of Prince photographers, that one. It captures him.
They were both at the beginning of their careers, and they both were in this very precious, innocent time. And that's what I appreciate most about this exhibit.
You get to get a real sense of the moment when that shoot took place and the process that both Prince was going through and Robert Whitman, and just the ideas they were trying out.
I think, like a lot of Prince fans, just to see incredible black and white pictures and amazing clarity of Prince as a teenager, a young man, a young boy, you know, he very much looks like a young kid from the streets of Minneapolis, and where he's smiling, unguarded, in a really sort of free way. So, I mean, if you're a Prince fan, it's just amazing. It's a touchstone kind of thing, a touchstone moment, I suppose.
You can see the innocence in his eyes, like he seems so youthful, even more so than like months later. And it's cool hearing Robert talk about meeting him at this stage, because like he didn't know who he was necessarily yet. And there's just such like a charm and like raw energy, which you can just see in the smile and in the eyes, just in the kind of playfulness. And it's so sweet seeing him as this 19-year-old, which is how old we are.
It comes from people like Robert taking pictures like this that create iconic publications. He's so mad interesting. I wish I had his life, to be honest.
Hi, I'm Chopin and welcome to the PPUK podcast. This October we were privileged to present, in collaboration with Robert Whitman, the stunning Prince Pre-Fame Gallery exhibition. The event took place in London's NoHo Gallery, and a heartfelt thank you goes out to all the wonderful people that came and made it such a memorable weekend. During the exhibition, I was lucky enough to host a Q&A with photographer Robert Whitman and his manager Eliona Cela. So now we invite you to relax, listen, and enjoy the stories from a brief window in time before fame. So ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the NoHo Galleries. My name's Chopin, I'll be your host for this morning's Q&A. And with me we have an amazing photographer, somebody who shot Eliona, Baryshnikov, and of course Prince, and an amazing array of live photography from around the world, some inspirational pictures of dance that you'll see on his website. Of course, we're here with Robert Whitman, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
And joining us on the stage today is Eliona, as well as manager. And so, first off, how did you get involved and inspired by photography as a creative form?
Well, thank you for everything. I got into photography strictly because of my love of women. And I saw this movie called Blow Up, and it takes place in London. I didn't want to wear, I was a hippie back in the days, and I didn't want to wear a coat and a tie or all these different things that made it very difficult to live. And so I know if anybody has any questions about the life of the 60s, I can answer those.
Talking about life in the 60s and in the 70s, can you tell us about Minneapolis around that time and how it was?
They used to call Minneapolis the Minneapolis because everybody, they had so many bands, and every night I would go out on the street and take pictures of all the different bands, the crazy people. It was really a wild, wild time. And I met Prince through that period of time.
Obviously this is Prince's first ever photo shoot. This is a star in the making, unsure and learning. Were you an established photographer at the time?
I was a very, very young photographer, first just getting started. Prince had a couple managers, and they asked me if I would do pictures of Prince for a press kit that they were putting together for him in LA. And they asked me, because we all kind of grew up together as young kids, if I would do this press kit. And I said, yeah, and it's very, very cool. So, and the main reason, I guess, why they told me to, or asked me to shoot, is because they knew I was young, getting started, and I wouldn't charge any money. And looking back, that's the whole key. I didn't charge anything. And it was cool. And the pictures really came out cool, so I'm glad I didn't charge anything.
Like, talking of this, specifically this photo shoot, which one happened on? Did they all happen on the same day? This photo shoot?
No, this photo shoot was done in 3 afternoons in Minneapolis. 3 different, it's really 4 or 5 different locations, and.
Because there's the ones in, it's Owen Hosney's house, isn't it?
Yeah,
his manager.
This photo is from his manager's house, and we shot at his manager's house. We shot on the streets of Minneapolis. I have a little studio that is just as big as this little square here, and we shot there. I had a little studio in the Kemp's Ice Cream building, which is really, really cool, and they had great ice cream. And but unfortunately, I didn't get any photos of Prince eating ice cream. But it would have been great. But I'd say that's my biggest disappointment. No ice cream. But we used to go into my place and eat tons of ice cream, and that's the story of the ice cream.
So which happened on the first day? Was it his manager's house?
No, I think the first day was this.
Oh, wow. So you captured magic from the very first day?
Yeah, well, we connected. I went and saw him at his recording studio. They brought me there, and Prince was playing every instrument and da-da-da, and we kind of hit it off like that. We really hit it off. And, yeah, that was very, very a great moment, and because we hit it off so well, he was totally down on me doing photos of him. So that was really great.
So what time, because there's no snow on the ground, anybody who's not been to Minneapolis, the first time I ever went to Minneapolis, it was April and we got delayed because of a snowstorm. So most of the year, that place is covered in snow. So I'm seeing that there's there's some coats, but there's not ice on the ground. What time of year do you remember when this?
I'm not sure, actually.
August, September.
Maybe.
Really?
Yeah, it's cold in there. Because August is not our August.
Why I'm saying that is because I was born in September 1977. So this is literally, all these photos are taken literally as I'm being born. So, it's a little gasp for me.
Oh, wow.
So, and being back to this one. So the first day, you take the picture outside in the car park outside the Schmidt building.
Yeah, the Schmidt Music building had this huge mural painted all over the back wall, and Prince. I suggested it. He really got the great idea for it too. So right away we connected on the right. I wanted to shoot this, and he was totally down for that.
Oh.
So we hit it off in the beginning. And if you don't hit it off with your subject, the whole shoot can go down the drain. But this we connected, and from then on, it was really great photos. Great.
So because the Prince is kind of notoriously can be very shy and very standoffish with some people. Did you have a strategy before you went obviously knowing them, did you have a strategy to connect and build a rapport with the subject?
Prince always said he's very shy, and he always said he wants his music to do the talking. He doesn't want to talk, his music. And that's pretty cool.
So you just let him do?
I just let him do and just captured moments, and he was totally down for me taking all these great pictures, which is great. It never would have happened 6 months later or whatever, because he trusted me.
Yeah.
And a lot of people trust me. I don't know why, but I get really good pictures of people.
Has that always been not just your strategy with approaching Prince, but throughout your career, you're like approaching subjects that you're about to photograph?
Yeah, most people really love taking pictures of me. And if you ever look at my website or everything, I've got a huge collection of couples, of romance. And for some reason, when I'm taking pictures, maybe a couple will come and right away they'll take their clothes off. I have that power, and
keep my buttons up.
No, it's a good power, and you can see all the shots on my website, and the same thing with Prince. Even though I was still getting started, he was really totally open to me, and we really we hit it off very well.
You really captured a window that was only open for a very short period of time with him.
Very. I mean, if I would have come back, a month later, it would have been a totally different story, because he was down in California, and there they dressed him with a stylist and do all that thing. And for me, it was just totally real.
If you have a look in the walls around you, there's a lot of experimentation that you did with him that I think he got to know how to deal with photo shoots through the photo shoot that he did with you.
Yeah, I took him on the street, and that's totally out of his comfort zone. And I wanted to do some street pictures, and he didn't really want to. And I was young, crazy, and wild and on the street, so I started screaming directions. And nobody screams directions of Prince, but back in those days. So I was screaming, and back in those days too, it's like I was saying, make love to the camera. That was like a big story back in those days. Because if you're making love to the camera, you really get this emotion and so on and so forth. So I started screaming all these things, and he was really, really getting annoyed, but he was totally awesome, and he was doing everything for me. And then when he was walking away, he turned around and gave me the finger, which has turned out to be one of the biggest. People love that photo along with the others, but.
I think what's lovely about those pictures as well is you see people from Minnesota around the time, and you see the contrast between what he was even before the mechanisms of fame get in there, and before the mechanisms of stardom and having costumers. I mean, this is probably the last time we see him in just off-the-rack street clothes.
Definitely. That's the last time.
Yeah. I mean, he might have bought something from a store, but after this, they get tailored, the mechanisms go. And to see him, just his natural dress in the street, and how even then he was a contrast to the people around him is quite fascinating.
Yeah, cool. If anybody has any questions, too, about anything, let us know.
So, if I can just ask. So you said that when people came to you, they felt very relaxed and they very soon took their clothes off. Did Prince...
And I'm a nice guy, please don't...
So did Prince ever take his clothes off?
I had Prince take his shirt off, and that's those are the only photos that he had with his shirt off. And,
so the next part of my question is that do you have a vault of unseen Prince images? Any pictures we have never seen before?
yeah, but you never will. Unfortunately. Or we can talk.
Robert, I was just interested to know how you felt, because your pictures will be part of history now. I just wondered how you feel. Two things. How do you feel to be kind of a part of rock photography history? And two, I think I'm right in saying, I've actually never been to this spot, the musical wall in Minneapolis, but since you took these kind of pictures, decades of people have just gone to have their picture taken there. So I just kind of wondered how you felt about that, including people sitting next to you. So how do you feel about being creating this magical...
I really think it is really cool, and it's one of the great things about being a photographer, because I really am able to capture history, and being a photographer really is cool, and to be able to spend these 3 afternoons with Prince is really cool. I mean, as we all know, he's like an amazing icon, and I spent 3 days having him take his shirt off, totally walking down the street, giving the finger, all these things, and none of these things would happen if I wasn't a photographer or I wasn't there. So.
Thanks, Ms. Robert. The pictures are beautiful, really amazing. And one of the things that I love about them, there's this idea in, I'm a sound designer, obviously standing here with a microphone, but we do this thing called listen to the picture.
The what?
We do this thing in sound called listen to the picture, where we look around the picture, we look for other people and things they might make noise. And there's a woman in some of the pictures.
It's behind there.
Well, there's that her, but there's a girl, what looks like a girlfriend. Is that his girlfriend?
Oh, the one over there?
Yeah.
Oh, no. We're talking about that system.
The one in the women in the background?
No, that system. The photo, not the woman.
Not the one there, but there's a woman, he seems to know, and he hugs her.
It is his assistant.
Oh, it's your assistant?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my assistant, my first assistant.
Oh, wow. Who was she?
Kathy Kleinman, and she was a great still life photographer in San Francisco years and years ago. Okay. But she's really cool. She was really cool, I don't know.
I just wondered whether or not they were dating, because they seem to know each other very well.
No.
She was important during the shoot in the street because of the light. So you'll see her just on the shoot in the street. She was not present in the studio or other. So the street, they needed like an artificial light to make the photos look like this.
Interesting.
We've got a question over here.
Me. I have a question about analog versus digital photography, and obviously I'm aware of the difficulties of, you don't see what you're taking, it's a lot of hit and miss. And had you been in a more digital age, how would you have approached the photography in comparison to using film? Would you?
Well, I really like analog photography too, and these were all actually done analog. I think I would approach it totally in a different kind of a way, and you have to see the proof sheets. And you can go over the proof sheets and try to find a specific instance or whatever. What's interesting in this is that it's done and you can't change it. And I can go over that proof sheet or that proof sheet and go over each one and see if there's something a little off or whatever. And I think that's really, I don't know if I answered your question, but
Yeah. I definitely think analog and film is much more magical.
Yeah, no, it's totally.
Really got to be in.
Yeah, no, it's especially black and white tri-X is.
And what film? I think I saw film. What film did you? What camera did you use?
It was a Nikon back in the day.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, a Nikon and tri-X film, and it's totally magic, and I miss it.
Just talking about the proof sheets, we'll come back. The Chinograph that's choosing which pictures are the good ones, who's crossing off. Was that your decision, or was that Prince's?
It was mine, or it's a collaboration.
Okay.
But everybody, you show a photo to everybody, and they all have a different opinion, which is interesting. So you can take this sheet, put it on a table, and use a magnifying glass, and every shot is different. So.
Banner, amazing, one of the iconic photos of Prince. But as an artist, if you can pick up a favorite one, and if you could exhibit just one picture from all the ones that you've taken, which one would have been and why, please?
Can somebody repeat?
So of all
I'm sorry.
No worries. Do you want me to repeat the question? Yeah. So of all the fantastic pictures in the gallery that's here, if you had to choose one that basically spoke to the whole session, the one that to you as an artist represents the collaboration best, which frame?
It would have to be the finger. I really think. No, I really think so, because he was totally free, loose. Says "fuck you," and also smiling. There's several cool pictures of it, and rarely anybody sees a photo of him smiling, and that's really cool too.
Just very quickly, were any of the pictures in colour?
I didn't shoot any in color.
Right.
And I was again young, starting out, and I was doing everything in black and white.
Not even on a different camera. It just literally everything was black.
Yeah, I just did it all. It was all black and white.
Interesting.
Oh.
I really like the music during this period. Did you get to hear anything that didn't come out during this time when you went to a studio sound sort of thing?
Yeah. So when
wait, I didn't hear what you said.
Do you want me to repeat the question? Yeah. So when he was playing music around, and like when you were hearing him play music, did you hear him play anything that never actually ended up coming out? Did you
Oh, he's got numerous stuff that has never been out. That's in a vault.
Yeah.
I mean, so there's a lot of stuff that's hidden away.
Sorry, but did you hear anything when you were taking pictures? Was there anything that played to you while you...
I saw it when his manager picked me up to try to introduce me to him, and he was playing this song, Soft and Wet. That's his... and then we drove all around Minneapolis playing that song, and we were going crazy, and I want to meet this guy, and then he drove me over to the recording studio, and we met, and we actually connected right away. It was really kind of magic. And he trusted me right away. So we just made a plan for the next day to drive around and do pictures in front of the wall. But yeah, if he didn't trust me and thought I was a dick or whatever, I wouldn't have gotten the photos I got of him. And I get that, I'm lucky, I get that from a lot of the artists that I photograph.
Can I just ask, given that obviously you told us a little bit of history that you actually saw him in the studio working on music and then took him out and did the photo shoot, was there any temptation to photograph him in that environment of the studio?
With what?
Environment.
Was there any temptation to photograph him in the studio actually making music?
No.
So I wonder if he didn't allow it because that was a kind of thing he apparently didn't allow.
Yeah, I was just shooting him and running around and not any really studio.
So was he?
But I could have done a lot more, but again, I was just starting and now I'm bummed. But it's too late. I mean.
This is a complicated question, and I'm not even sure how I would exactly how I'm going to answer it. Ask it. So, say for example with Beyonce, there's a great deal of controversy when a couple of albums ago when she had a photograph in which her skin looked very light-skinned.
Yeah.
And around the time you were taking these pictures, there was a huge, campaign to get black music onto white radio because I grew up in Canada and you just didn't hear it. And it's interesting how you take the pictures. If we look at that first contact sheet, in some of the skin tones he looks whiter, and some of them he looks darker. Was there any pressure from the record company to make him look a certain way? Or...
No, because this is not with the record company. This was with his manager, just wanting to do pictures for him.
Yeah.
And it was all nothing.
The one that you see black, more dark, is just a bad lighting.
Okay.
And again, I wasn't very good. I mean, it was lucky. But it wasn't anything about, it's just him.
Yeah.
Did you ever find out what Prince's favourite photograph was that you took of him?
Wait, what?
Did Prince ever tell you which of these photographs was his favourite one?
No, because he never saw them. I'm sorry?
How come he never saw them?
He might have seen a couple, but these were done before it was done.
So he...
Yeah, so these photos, they were made for the press kit. They made 15 press kits, and they were like a combination between photos of Robert and photos that they took in the studio, taken by Gary Levinson, one of the managers. So they were like very small photos that were put together in this press kit that was sent to California.
So did only management sign them off then? Was it just the manager so he didn't even say that?
I mean, you have to take in consideration was a 19-year-old boy in Minneapolis during 1977 trying to become famous, so the manager will make a lot of decisions, Even Robert, really didn't see the photos for a long time, because they were like in a box.
Yeah.
So we just chose the 2, 3, and then...
But I think it's... sorry, I was just going to say, just as fans, so we're all aware of these fabled press kits that were sent to Warner Brothers or Columbia. So these are the... Is that fair to say these are the pictures that would have been in those press kits when he was being pitched to record labels? Is that partly what these were used for?
It is the only reason why.
Yeah, it was sent around, if I remember rightly in my Prince history, the press kit was sent around with a demo of 3 songs that was sent to, I think it was Warner Brothers, Atlantic, Columbia, and so this was, when we're talking about soft and wet, it wasn't the version that's released and on the record. It's like an early kind of recorded in Minneapolis demo, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's even before he's signed it, because 77, he signs his record deal with Warner Brothers in 78. So so that's the context in which these are being taken.
The studio that you went to, was it Sound 80? Just to fact.
I think so.
Yeah, Sound 80. Yeah, wow.
Okay. Any members of his family have seen these photos, and what do they think?
This is something maybe Ellie should talk to, because I haven't dealt with.
We deal with the family a lot. We work a lot with the family on projects. Every project that you see, like Parkway Park, or we work very strongly with the family since 10 years when these photos came, in 2016.
Is the rumour true that some of these images are going to be used for the Netflix documentary and are actually going to be used as the main license?
Will they give it did the Netflix documentary that never came out, did they ask to use the photos as well, with the big Netflix documentary.
Yeah, the photos of Robert were the most used photos in the documentary. There were 45 photos we created. We worked with them for over 4 years, 3 different directors because they changed them so many times. And we made like a beautiful, I don't know how many of you have seen the documentary, but we made like short movies of Prince like on the street. Like literally the photos that were synchro and they were make the middle finger, the peace, him smiling, the calm. So it was very nice. The Netflix documentary was a beautiful product, but I don't know if you guys have seen it.
Did you see it? Did you see it?
We saw part of it, yeah.
What did you think?
It was showcased in Brooklyn for the people that were involved before the entire like problem came with the primary wave. So we saw it how it would look. There are a couple of things controversial that I will not personally probably also Rob, but I will not include into the photos of his like death and everything. So that probably has someone, but this information was given by the family, so it is like a bit controversial there because there are 2 sides, right, of the family. One is the family and one is the music company. So that is the reason why the documentary is not out.
I don't know if there's any industry insiders here, but I probably can guess that most people in this room have never seen. We've heard rumor of the documentary.
Most of people they don't. Like it was blocked by a judge, so it cannot be released.
So the estate are going to do another documentary apparently. If they approached you to use the same material in that documentary yet?
I feel it's something that will happen after the Broadway show.
So
right now they are doing the Broadway show, which opened in Minneapolis, 3 weeks ago, and then it's going to go over until end of November. And then the idea is like to bring it to New York, and then that is when the problem in creating a new documentary will be the same exactly problem because there are 2 parties that they're going to have to agree on what to bring out there and what to not. One side wants to have this pure image of Prince without bringing in the human side, and the other side wants to have like more human side. And with this, flaws, all of us, we are humans, so Prince was not perfect. So the idea to have the women that they were with him during his life, speak or not speak, so that has been like the main problem.
How did you arrive at the locations for the photo shoots? And also, given that Prince was such an intensely shy and kind of retiring person in a way, one side of his persona anyway, how did you use the trust that you could build with people to bring that out of him? What did you do that made him smile?
I get really crazy when I shoot, and I'm running all around like a madman. And he's, very shy, quiet, and but I totally run around and get people crazy or upset or happy or whatever. And it's just my wildness that really brings forth why I get some cool pictures of different people.
So your energy levels kind of lifted people and took them along for the ride?
Wait, what?
Your energy levels lifted people and took them along for the ride?
I lift people up. Sure.
Yeah. How did you get started? Like you say that the manager got you in touch with Prince. What was your journey to that point in photography?
To do what?
So in photography, what was your journey from the initial conversation with Prince's manager to actually getting there on the day, photographing? How would you prepare?
How did you start off in photography?
Oh, how did you start off in photography?
Wait, what?
How did you start off in photography? How did you discover it?
Oh, because I saw this movie called Blow Up, and it was about an artist and also photographer, and he's running around. He's got a really cool studio, and he's running around taking all these crazy pictures. And when I saw this, and because I was a hippie, I really was free. I didn't want to do anything, just travel the world and da-da-da. But when I saw what this guy was doing in Blow Up, I go, this is what I want to be. I want to be a photographer. I want to be free. I want to be surrounded by models. But I'm, like I said, I'm a nice guy now. So, but that's how I got started. And I had a friend that had worked in a music store and a camera shop. And I told him, oh, I want to be a photographer, da da da. And he said to me, it's not that difficult. He said, you just have a stand like this with a light and a cord that hooks this, and you turn it to the side a little bit, and you start shooting. And he said, that's it. And so I did that, and I shot a few different people. Then I had a friend that worked in a modeling agency, and she said, oh, you want to be a photographer? We need pictures of our models. Can you do them? I said, I don't know what I'm doing, but I would be happy to. So they hooked me up. I shot their models, and he told me how to do it with just one light to the side. And it worked out really, really good. So I gave them the pictures, and then they were working with a huge department store back in Minneapolis. They showed the department store my photos, and they thought they were good. And that's it. I mean...
He downplaying it. He was working for Vogue at a certain point, you know. I think the exact moment what he's talking, he was taking the cover of Vogue.
That's some serious downplaying.
It just plays it down very much.
But the department store said that was great, and then they gave me a contract to start shooting, and which was after 1 month of taking pictures or learning how to do something. I was working all the time for this department store, making some good money. And
so, like, what year are we talking here? And
I'm sorry.
What year?
Right around this time, around 77, 78.
And like, what was your lifestyle like?
You really want to know?
Well, if people will close, but it was the period of sex, drugs, and rock and roll. Yeah, I was really, and I'm still I'm a nice guy. But it is tempting, sex, drugs, and rock and roll.
We have a collection, the Polaroid.
Oh, yeah. We have a collection, hopefully, that's going to do something that we used to go back to my place and take Polaroids. And I've got a lot of
They're like
Polaroids.
700 Polaroids in the original state, the actual Polaroid, and they're all incredibly preserved, and they are like all the life in Minneapolis during the 70s and 80s. And the collection is called Fucked Up Minneapolis. So you can imagine what's in the Polaroid. Yes, we're working on a book, yeah. Trying to show just what we can show. There are some that they are like, I don't want to see that. We have one particular guy that I'm obsessed with. He's not alive anymore, but he has like a lot of photos. Robert had it was a drug dealer basically of the company, and he has a lot of photos that the public should not see.
Hi, yeah. Looking back, Prince had lots of eras and different images. Is there any one of those that you would like to have been able to do a shoot on?
No, but it's towards the end, he went back to wearing his hair the way. Yeah. So it kind of went full. Yeah.
It's interesting you say that. So your inspiration was cinema, because in a way, these images are cinematic. There's a story being told in each frame. And I wonder, and there's something, perhaps photographers of your generation did that, David Bailey and so forth. Do you kind of consider yourself a part of that sort of genre of film of frame taking, of it being more cinematic like David Bailey, or do you think that Minneapolis had its own thing?
I think Minneapolis had its own thing, and they had all these bands that I shot, and but it was, yeah.
Have you been, just out of curiosity, hearing that you've shot a load of bands in Minneapolis around the time, have you been through those photos, and did you ever see any of them of him live? Because he played around town quite a bit.
Yeah, he didn't, but I have, a lot of these photos.
Yeah.
And but there's nothing that great, I don't think.
Is it true that you've tried to find out who the woman is in the background of the music hall?
Oh yeah, I think her son or called and said, "I think this is my mother."
Yeah.
And I said, "Okay."
She didn't move,
But she wouldn't move. While we were shooting, she wouldn't. But in the end, it's cool. A lot of mistakes or a lot of different things work out for the best.
What other bands did you photograph in Minneapolis?
What
Any bands we would have heard of? Or?
Wait, what?
Which other bands in Minneapolis?
Oh, I have a whole list of Trashmen. And, I don't know if you ever heard the song "The Bird Is the Word," or yeah, that was their big song.
Right.
And then a band called the Castaways, which they had a lot of cool bands in Minneapolis back in the day.
Did you do Husker Du? Husker Du?
What?
There's a Minneapolis band called Husker Du.
Oh, I've heard of it. Yeah. Okay.
Did any other musicians at that time hang out with Prince during these photos were taken, like Morris Day?
What?
Did you?
Meanwhile, I'm sorry I can't really hear everybody.
Do you want me to repeat? Yeah. So Prince obviously had a large group of artists that were around him, like Morris Day and Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. Did you end up ever photographing any of them?
No, it was just me and Prince, which I'm happy. I have. Yeah, I think it's cool. I mean, it's just me and Prince, and this is me taking pictures, but not with the whole crew in the back or saying, do this, do that, wear this, wear that. It was just me and him. And I said, take your shirt off.
Even at that young age, because I think what we've learned about Prince when he was older, when he was famous, he was very directive with photographers.
Yeah,
that's about him.
And he didn't like anything shot the day before, or you know what I mean.
Did he try to give you direction, if you know what I mean?
Not really. No, we were totally just working, him and me, and I would start screaming something, and he would smile, and I got so many different things. I'm really fortunate that, I'm really lucky to be a photographer. I mean, to have this, to spend 3 afternoons creating really magical pictures is really cool. And I'm very, very blessed that I was a photographer. I mean,
were all of the setup, because there's different setups, and even in the studio there's different props and everything, were any of the setups ones he suggested, or was it you directing every single shot and saying do this, do that?
Yeah, I was pretty much directing, or maybe he might come in and do something, but we used props, and they were so horrible they're good. I mean, like I had him standing next to one of these things. I mean, and it's you'll see it in the proof sheet. I mean, this is like the worst kind of a shot. I mean, I would never ever do this. But I have all these shots of him holding, a light stand, or holding the bubble, or I had these book stands Oh, I mean, they're so bad. I mean,
No, it's not that.
the book stands.
It's the library.
So-
And the stars.
yeah, and then we put some glitter on him, which is without his shirt with glitter. And back in those days, if you wanted to shoot something, you know, it would be cool to do something. So I put glitter on him and did a strobe trying to get a star. And it didn't work, and it just looked like he had holes in his chest. And the manager was really pissed. I mean, he said, "Can you fix it? Can you fix it?" Da da da. And I said no.
Whose dog was it that you see him petting?
And then I did, you know.
The one with the.
Yeah.
I mean, they're cute.
Oh, I remember there was a question I had looking at the pictures over there. On this stand here, in the middle stand there's a picture of him in Ona Husney's house, and there's someone going in and getting something from the china cabinet, bending over and getting something from the china cabinet. Who was that?
Wait, I don't remember what it was.
Do you want me to take the picture?
Yeah.
I'll take a picture of it and I'll show you. You can see the one it's just here.
Any other questions?
I just think there's a really wonderful naivety on both sides. We talked about this on
the naivety.
Friday. I just think that really comes across kind of where you were in your career, and kind of that really shows in the pictures as well.
Yeah, we were both in this part of our career. Yeah. No, it's really magic.
Yeah, it's amazing. You can really feel that in the pictures.
I mean, Prince is Prince, and I spent all this time with him. I mean, not all. What?
Yeah, so the one with the big cross through it, who is this? And
It's Owen's father, yeah.
I think it was Owen. Oh my God. That's a great picture.
It's a great picture. I think it's a fantastic.
Wow. we just discovered something.
We actually.
I love it's got a big red cross through it. It's like at the top.
Wow.
That was to me, no.
Yeah, exactly.
All that. And there were. Wow. I was pretty good those days.
And it shows you how time can change a photo.
And that's what's great about proof sheets and speaking about analog. I mean, just finding this picture 30 years after is amazing. And nowadays with digital, if you don't like it 1 second, you toss it. You delete it. Yeah. Here, I mean, this is not deleted. And it's analog, and again, that's why I really like analog, and because you go back and find things that you never would have thought of. And this is a great example. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You'll have to talk to Ellie after
Absolutely.
Never discovered that part.
In the photo.
Who was it? Was it?
It's probably the father. I don't think it's Owen.
Owen Husney's father, I think you're saying. So it's the manager's dad who's just going in there to kind of get something from the china cabinet. It just so happens. I love the fact that if you can see not everyone can see the shot there, but it's in that middle panel there if you want to have a look at it.
And also the glass of wine left there, like no move, I'm like, why you didn't move it? He's like, I didn't even see it,
And it's like Prince is sitting there kind of going, okay, I'll wait for this person to finish, which is, again, about that window of time.
Yeah.
It's like a month later, there's no way he's sitting letting somebody walk into his shot and grab something from the background.
And that's what's so great, again, analog. We would have never seen this picture. This would have been tossed, but it's here. And half of these pictures on the wall probably would have been tossed.
But also, I think you would be, but obviously you were very young then, but we're so critical, and with digital, there's ways of removing things and doing things, and you just change the whole meaning behind the photograph, whereas analog, you've just got that moment.
It's there, yeah, and you can't change it.
Well, we have been asked several times to retouch these photos, right? All the from New York Times when we published, all the publication that we did, they asked, like, mostly when there's a lot of contrast with the light, they were like, oh, can we make it darker? And Robert has been always like very, very strong and saying absolutely not. So all we see here is like, besides the powder, the dust on top, every time we take out a negative, we just dust it out, and then he goes inside in the darkroom, and that's exactly what it is.
I want to say that it's so great being with all of you, and because Prince has been such a meaning to my life as a photographer and to be in a room with people like you that are really into Prince. I mean, I really feel really cool about it, and thank you so much for coming here, and you guys are great, and so you. Thank you. So, is there any more?
Yeah, I was just wondering, we were talking about digital removal. Was there any request to remove the woman from the?
Yes.
Did anybody request to remove the woman looking in the background?
I'm sure, but that makes the photo. I mean,
yeah, that's.
And it's hard to say no these days. It's not easy. So.
I think and also the meaning behind the photo, because in some ways, images telling a story. When I look at that photo, I think sometimes the woman is us. Looking at this strange creep. Like there's Prince with the music in his head, surrounding him, and there's us looking on and going, "What's he up to? What's he up to?"
So rumors say that the woman didn't move for 30 minutes.
And we wanted her.
It was not just a moment, she really stand there, was there for quite some time.
Did we ever find out from the Sons what her motivation for not moving is?
I mean, it's Minneapolis, 1977. There's a lot of motivation going on.
Okay, so.
It's America, guys.
Okay, so it was a suspicious not moving.
I have a story in my head that she's waiting because that's her car.
Or also, there's a white man shooting a black guy in front of the wall in downtown Minneapolis.
Yeah.
We're still very early in the rights of America.
Yeah.
What did you look like? I haven't seen photos of you. What did you look like then?
I had long hair and a beard, the usual.
We can see your legs on that screen as well. On that one, there's a couple where he's lying down and you can see your legs.
Oh.
Do you remember any of the conversations you had in the 3 days of show?
Any what?
Any of the conversations that you had with him?
We didn't really have any heavy conversations. It was just the music, the instruments, and me and him. But we really didn't have. One time I was in LaGuardia Airport. This is in the book, and I was on the phone, and all of a sudden Prince walks by, and he yells, "Whitman, how are you?" So I said, "Oh wow, hi, how are you?" And then within 1 second, 500 little kids came rushing towards me on the phone. "Is that Prince? Is that Prince? Can we get his picture? Can we get his picture?" So that was really the last time we had any conversation.
Can I ask, did you get to see him play live?
If what?
Did you see him play live?
Did you ever go to one of his concerts?
Oh, no.
No good.
So you never approached him after that point to photograph him again?
No, he was well protected against the people in Minneapolis. Me.
And Robert left immediately after for going around the world for almost 30 years. So was not, he didn't continue the career of photo shooting like artists or rock and roll stars. Was more, you know, like it was more around the world, you know, like his career, like developed in a different way.
Okay.
Okay, do we have one more? Just one more, last one.
There's a kind of sort of thing whenever, you know, I go to a Q&A or meet somebody who's very successful like yourself and like Prince, in order to get here, you have to be pretty much a workaholic. Were you a workaholic? And what sense did you get of Prince's working method?
Well, I think he's into his music, and I'm just a lazy fuck. I mean, I don't have that much work.
We don't say this all.
No, I just play it by ear, go with the flow, the whole bit.
He had a great life, guys. You know, like, I cannot make it out.
Well, thank you guys for coming. Thank you, Robert.
Thank you. Thank you again for coming and supporting Prince and supporting this whole story, and with Lee and Eric Friedman put on. Thank you. And Ellie, I couldn't.
Fantastic, thank you. And now I invite you.
And if anybody comes to New York or whatever, look me up. Or...
Absolutely. That's it. We talk in Manhattan, Brooklyn.
The studio is beautiful. If everybody wants to come to New York, you know. Where is it? It's in Tribeca.
Oh, wow.
I'm from New York.
Oh, please. He does a lot of tours of people. We do it all the time. So you can see all the white, you know, work. They're all on the wall. We change them periodically. So you can see a lot of happening, you know, like comes inside in the head of a photographer, which is crazy.
And now I invite you all to look for little details in the
Thank you so much.
Oh, no, you're welcome. Thank you so much. And once again, Robert Whitman.